Coming up next, we're going to play the latest single from the Trews. It's called Under the Sun. And John-Angus, the lead guitarist from the Trews, joining me right now, head of It's Your Festival where you guys are playing tonight.
Yeah.
Here
Down
in
Gage
town.
Park.
Yeah.
The weather has rallied. We just came from sound check. It's looking really nice down there. They've built the stage up a bit from the last time we played there, which was, I think, at the Y108 Picnic in like 2007 or 8.
Maybe, yeah.
Like, it's been forever, but it feels really good down there. I think it's going to be great.
I wanted to ask you, because we're going to play Under the Sun coming up next, and different than the other singles from this latest record from you guys, when you're putting a record together, do you think, okay, we need, like we've got some cool heavy songs, we need like a ballad, or we need a couple of ballads, or do you do that?
Our whole band, we all like records that show some diversity, I think, the great records of all time were really diverse records. The second song on Led Zeppelin 1 is a ballad. That's like the heaviest group of all time. And the second song starts with acoustic picking. It's like classical almost.
Yeah.
So we've always been really turned on by those kinds of records. And we've always tried to make those kinds of records. And in the case of this last record, the one we called The Trews, the self-titled album, the singles were all like the heavy songs. Like we did Fair is Fair and Rise in the Wake and New King, and they work great on radio, but for this fourth single we wanted to like showcase the other sides of the record. And Under the Sun, I think, is like, it's not quite a ballad, it's still kind of upbeat, but it's definitely not heavy and grinding like the first three were. So we just wanted to showcase what else was on the record, and I think that was a good choice for that.
Do you guys argue about what songs should be singles?
Yeah. Totally.
Well, when you're like, what should we put out first?
Every time. And it's not just the band members, because there's also people that work for you in management and labels and radio people, and everybody weighs in, and somebody's always got to compromise and be disappointed. But, at the end of the day, as far as I'm concerned, I kind of like everything that we put on the records because we work hard on it all, and pretty happy with everything, that goes on there. But everybody has their favorites,
Is there somebody in the band who gets the last word? Is there someone who says, that's it, I gotta put my foot down?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Is it you?
You'd have to ask somebody else.
It is you, isn't it?
Yeah, it might be.
What do you think about bands that put a cover song on an album? Do you think that's a good idea, or?
I don't think it's I think it's about what you can bring to it. Like if you can redefine a song with your own spin, then I think it totally has value. I mean, look at like Joe Cocker doing With a Little Help from My Friends. You would never say, well, he shouldn't have covered that song.
Right,
It's like he brought his own personality to it, and he was able to like redefine it in a way. I saw the Stones last night. I was at Comerica Park in Detroit. Yeah. It's my wife's birthday, so we drove down to see it. And their fourth song of the night was Just My Imagination. That old Motown classic was their fourth song of the night. And there's like 35,000 people at the park. Yeah. You don't go, oh, they really shouldn't be playing a cover.
Right. Yeah.
Because they're totally giving it their own spin and almost reinventing it, just by virtue of the fact that they're a totally different bunch of guys than the original guys that did it, and they're bringing something new to it.
We're gonna play a little round here of getting to know John-Angus from the Trews.
All right.
So simple little back and forth questions, sort of like a this or that, and you tell me which one you prefer. Start off easy, like iPhone, Android, or BlackBerry.
iPhone. Does anybody answer BlackBerry anymore?
I don't think a lot of people. There's like one guy here who stands by his BlackBerry.
Okay, cool.
But most people don't. So Mac or PC?
Mac.
What about Tim Hortons or Starbucks?
Starbucks.
Oh, do you?
I'm using all my Canadian credibility.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Do you prefer to be the driver or the passenger in a vehicle?
Driver.
Blondes, brunettes, or redheads?
Oh, my wife is a brunette. How can I say anything else?
Absolutely. Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars.
Beer or wine?
Beer.
If you weren't in the Trews playing music, what job do you think you would have ended up with?
Is that an either-or question?
No.
Yes.
It's not. Yes? It's not an either-or question in this case.
I have no idea.
What do you think you would have fallen into? Like, what did you do before? Did you ever have like a part-time job before music?
Not really. Like, but beyond like manual labor, like mowing lawns or painting houses and stuff like that. I've started really young. Like at 15, I was playing almost every day, playing music.
Okay, if you weren't in the Trews playing music, what would you want to do as a job other than anything in the music industry?
Oh, God, I have no idea. People ask me this all the time.
Like when you were a kid,
I'd come up with an answer.
Did you want to be a dentist or,
I never had an interest in teeth. No, honestly, man, I have no idea. I've had like a one-track mind since I was like in my early teens, and it was like to be in music, and I've never really
And so you did it.
I never really thought about anything else, and hopefully I never have to.
Yeah, good for you. You didn't have to worry about it. All right, camping or like a hotel vacation?
Hotel.
Facebook or Twitter?
Twitter, Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like Instagram better than both those.
Toilet paper, when you're putting it on, do you flip it over or do you pull it from under?
Over.
Oh, you're an over guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that weird? Is there like only two kinds of people in the world?
No, I think that's the real way, actually.
Okay.
I'm just an under. I like pulling it from under.
Oh, okay.
But I think the right way is over.
You're more of a radical.
Yeah, I'm being crazy.
Okay.
Getting to know John-Angus from the Trews. Thanks for stopping by, man.
Thanks, Brian.